Hi, welcome back to Your Girls Boom podcast.
Today, we're going to talk about how to live for yourself and overall question, are you really living for you?
Yes. Yeah. Okay, so for the first topic, we're going to talk about FOMO.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like most people know what it means, right? Or should we reiterate?
I guess, yeah, for those that
Okay.
don't know, it means fear of missing out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so it's just we need to get in the mood.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So basically, I feel like a lot of people deal with FOMO. I feel like a majority people feel
Especially
like FOMO.
in our age, like so much FOMO
Yeah.
that at least I feel, because everyone's been posting, they're at parties and shit, especially because if we go to school in the city, there's not these college parties and whatever. Not that I care necessarily, but FOMO is evident, especially Halloween time.
Every time.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I don't feel FOMO anymore, but then now you brought up college, and I'm like, oh, that makes sense, because I felt that for the first year and second year.
That was a lot
That
of
was so hard to say.
first.
For the first 2 years, yeah, it was pretty hard to deal with because I wasn't allowed to go to SUNY, and well, I can't go now, but what's the point,
Yeah.
So the first 2 years I was just stuck in CUNY in New York, and no one has parties in New York. I feel like very
Definitely not the same as like upstate or
rare. Yeah, I think,
we don't have campuses, first of all.
right.
New York City schools don't have campuses.
I mean, I have campus, but it's just like no one does anything because everyone lives here.
like a college life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no college life.
But regardless, I guess now that social media is so evident in our lives, everyone's been posting that they're going places and stuff.
Yeah.
And like, how do you feel when a friend asks you to hang out, or like a group of friends, and you just want to prioritize yourself and you're like, okay, I'm not gonna go out, and then you see them posting and having the most fucking fun,
Yes, I see
and
that
you're just
all
in
the
bed.
time. I see that all the time. Well, I usually don't reject it because, like I said, there's nothing to do anyways. So I'm like, I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
But the one time I choose not to go, I open the stories and everyone's having a blast.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, I should have been there.
Yeah. But then afterwards, like when that happens to me, I'm just like, it hits me for like a few minutes. I'm like, oh my fucking God, I'm missing out. But then in the bigger picture, I'm just like, whatever. I prioritize myself,
Yeah.
and I had my alone time like I needed.
True. But a lot of the time I'm like, man, I should have just went out.
True.
I'm just lazy.
No.
But yeah.
But segueing into being alone, like living for ourselves, do you have advice for how you got comfortable, I guess, enjoying your own company?
So I think, like I said, ever since college started for me, I went to college in this borough. And it's like it's so quiet. It's crazy quiet. So I kind of was forced being alone. And from an extrovert, like not a super extrovert, but I love hanging out with people. And I used to talk to people nonstop. Like I don't stay home that long. And being home for like half a year and not talking unless I had to, it was quite lonely. I'm not gonna lie. But then you kind of go through that hurdle. Like after a certain point, you get so lonely, you cry about it a little bit, and then you're so comfortable with being alone.
Yeah.
Like you find out you can survive being lonely.
Because you know that saying, you have to be uncomfortable to be comfortable? I think that applies to being comfortable being alone. Because it's definitely, if you go straight from like being around people all the time to suddenly like being alone for an extensive period of time, it's gonna be uncomfortable, like to an extent.
It was so uncomfortable.
Yeah. But then you got comfortable.
Yeah, I kind of have to. And you kind of, enjoy being alone, the more you get excluded with stuff.
Yeah.
It's like you find what you love to do, how to take care of yourself, you know? You learn a lot being lonely or alone.
Yeah.
You know? You
For
learn a lot.
sure.
Yeah, but definitely it becomes unbearable, but then it turns to bearable after a while. Yeah. How about you? Are you comfortable with being lonely or alone?
I think I just really found a balance now as time goes on. I think I'm still trying to find a balance. But along with FOMO too, I really just have to sit and be like, okay, do I really want to go out today, or am I only going out for different reasons? Like, oh, my friends are going out, that's why I'm going out. So I think now I'm trying to just put myself first. Like, do I need this alone time?
Yeah.
So what was the question?
if you have learned to enjoy being alone.
Oh yeah. So when I don't go out, when I just prioritize myself, I just learn to feel so good about it. I'm like, okay, I have this time to myself, I'm gonna enjoy it, because honestly everyone needs that time to reset themselves. Literally. And live for you.
Yeah, I think everyone needs some recharging moments. Yeah, knowing when to recharge is also good too.
Yeah,
like you can't keep letting people peer pressure you to going out. That's not good either. That's not.
Yeah,
I feel like you need some alone time.
Yeah, for sure. It's just healthy that way too.
Yeah, being alone also, I think it's better in the sense of being in a relationship. I think it's better to be alone than just being with someone all the time. Like, not because you really like them, but because you can't be single. I feel like that's not that healthy in my opinion. You know, I think people need time to grow for themselves, like living alone. I know people, cousins and stuff, sorry, but they are constantly dating. And I'm like, how do you have time to figure out yourself? Like, could you live alone?
Do you feel like they think they're basically one now when they're dating? Like, they don't think just for themselves. They think of the other person in every situation. Is that? Yeah,
I think so, because with friends that do that, like that I know of, I feel like they don't have their own say in what they want to do.
Yeah, like I think the best, most healthy relationship is when the two parties have their own lives and then just come together.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day or whatever. It doesn't have to spend every single moment together. That's just living for yourself.
I think having a certain amount of alone time is necessary for everyone. I feel like you learn so much when you're that alone. You learn so much.
Okay, wait, I have a question. When you date someone, how often would you like to see them in a week? And how much is too much in a week?
I don't know, because if you really like the person, I feel like you want to see them every day. Regardless. I don't. When you really like the person, like you really
I feel like them, I would get sick of them.
Then you don't really love them.
No, I mean, I do, it's just I think every day is too much for me personally.
Okay. So you like more personal space? So you wouldn't like clingy?
No, I don't like clingy.
I think for me, seeing them 5 days a week is okay.
As in, like, how many hours though each day?
I don't know. I could spend every day with you if I could. Like, I do need to recharge, but it's after like a few months of consecutively being together.
Because I think in the first stages, I can't see someone consistently, especially if it's spending like the whole days together, like 7 days, every minute, everything. Yeah, I can't do that. I think it would just, because when the time that you do see them, it would just be more exciting.
True. I mean,
and then you could live your own life on the days that you don't see them.
I don't know. I always feel like if you really like the person, you would like to enjoy being together. But also, you could be together and just not talk. You can just have them like, you're not gonna be talking 24/7.
That's true. That's true.
You're just gonna be together. That's it.
I guess for me, the fact like I haven't officially dated anyone in a while, I just love my personal space.
No, same. Yeah. That's what I mean. Like, after a while of feeling lonely, you get so comfortable with being alone. And it's also like you're living for yourself a lot.
My life is me.
Yeah, to the point where I think we talked about this. Like, we're so comfortable with being alone now that we don't want to date.
Speak for yourself.
Excuse me.
No, I'm kidding.
No, but
no, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's just I don't want anyone to invade my lonely time.
Yeah. But also love that for us that we're happy being single. Because especially during cuffing season, bro. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I'm like, I want someone. It's cuffing season. It's cold. My toes are freezing right now.
Yes, I need someone to cup my toes.
Yeah.
But I love alone time, but sometimes I just want to be cuffed, you know?
Sometimes.
I've been single for way too long. Yeah.
But you know what? I think if it's any time, it's right now in like early 20s to live for ourselves.
Yes, I agree. I feel like just stay young. You don't need to date, you know.
Yeah, live it day by no.
Yeah, day by day.
I don't know if it's day by day is a good advice, but take it lightly.
Yeah.
Stay living.
Just live a little bit.
Just live a little bit.
No.
Yeah.
But anyways, to the next topic.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about feeling like a burden / like a disappointment, and how family affects our living for ourselves type of vibe.
Like living for other people rather than for ourselves. Do you have experience with that? With like prioritizing other people over yourself?
Not really for friends as much as for family. Like, I feel like I care too much of what my family thinks. Also, my camera's dying, so we're gonna take a break.
Okay.
So I feel like having strict parents has always affected me from living for myself, you know, because growing up with very strict parents, well, strict as in like if I do something wrong, I get punished for it in any sort of way.
Rules.
Yeah, right. Like I just can't live for myself. I've been called a goody two-shoe before.
Probably from me.
No,
really?
Not from you. You never call me that.
I think I think you're a good girl, like a good daughter, a bit abiding rules.
Everyone thinks that, I think. Yeah, but it's also like I'm too scared to risk rebelling because of the punishment that I've been through. So it has affected me a lot. Like, I would just stick to the books, do what I'm told, you know. It still affects me to this day. Like, I can't really live for myself yet. I'm working on it. My brother has been helping a lot, just telling me to fuck it. Just
shout out Sky.
Yeah, shout out to my brother Sky. So, yeah, it just they still hold me back a little bit, but I'm working on that. I think it's good to remember it's your life at the end.
Yes.
You know, they're not gonna be with us. My brother says this all the time. Like, they're not gonna be with us to the end. Like, it sounds really bad and sad.
Right.
But it's true. Like, they're a lot older than us. You know, and at the end of the day, it's our life. What we choose is our choice. They're not living through it. So I think it's good for me to keep in mind of that.
Right.
You know?
Especially who the fuck
yeah.
Especially because, you know, parents are not going to be happy with everything that we do, and that's just the truth. Like, that's just reality for every parent. Which is you know, I'm sure every kid would love to have their parents happy with everything, but that's just not, it's impossible for them to like every choice we make. But I think from the other end, as someone that didn't have as many rules growing up, I guess an advice I could give, I don't know if it's a good advice, but rather than saying, oh, can I do this, I just go for, I'm doing this. And then that's just, they weren't happy, of course, when I would start making choices for myself, but also it's a growing step. And that was really the start of me living for myself, when we make choices for ourselves.
Yeah. I mean,
so I guess that's good. If that some advice, if someone is struggling to put their self first over what their parents say, but obviously everyone's situation is different.
I think that's a good advice, you know, because from a strict parent, I think what made it less strict was me kind of doing that too. But with smaller thing, not grand stuff, more like, oh, I'm going to this friend's house, I'm not asking anymore. I used to ask like, oh, can I go to that house? But now, like, I'm 20 already, so I'll just be like, I'm going to Sunita's house.
Right.
Like, I'm going.
We're going to be out late. We're doing it anyways.
Yeah.
Like, what are you going to do about it?
Yeah, like yesterday we went to Six Flags. Was it yesterday? No. 2 days ago?
Yeah.
What?
Oh my god. I'm such it's such a blur.
Yeah.
2 days ago, we went to Six Flags Fright Fest with Speak Easy Podcast. Check out our last episode with them.
Yeah, but
yes.
I told my mom. Also, she got less strict because I kept doing what I've said. Like, I don't ask anymore. I would just be like, I'm at Six Flags. And she'd be like, come home earlier, okay? I'm like, no, I think we're going to be out till very late. Yeah. And then she's like, oh, okay. And then I went home at 3:00. I drove her home in the morning.
Yes.
And then I texted my mom right after. I was like, Mom, I'm gonna be home soon, don't worry, because I also don't want to stress her out,
right? Because
I love my mom. And she didn't even answer. I was like, okay. I went home, she's fast asleep, she doesn't even fucking care.
Exactly, bro.
I think definitely you could build up to the non-strictness.
Yes.
Also,
it's gonna be hard at first, for sure, right?
Yeah, it was really hard for me at first. Yeah. But
because don't you feel like really nervous at first saying the things, like, instead of asking, like that part, instead of asking, you're just saying it, like you get kind of tense, right?
Yes,
doing
I do.
that.
Yeah.
But then at the end of the day, it's okay. That's
just how it is.
Yeah. It'll be good.
It'll be good. You can force it through. If they're not used to it, like, they're bound to get used to it. They're bound to be. If you keep doing that.
Right. Because they were kids. I think we forget, too, that our parents were kids at one point,
I know,
too.
Yeah.
And they probably did some things their parents didn't like. Which is fine. You just get to a point where this life is yours and not theirs.
Yeah. I'm slowly getting used to that, you know?
That's okay. You're doing better.
Oh, thanks, Carol. Yeah, I'm trying, but it's kind of hard, you know. And also because I'm a people pleaser, so it's extra hard living for myself when I'm a people pleaser, because I don't want to be a disappointment, you know. I don't want to be, I don't know, just
like, you want to be the best version of yourself.
Yeah. And also I was thinking, because my family is a really big party family, and they're super extroverted, especially my dad. So growing up, I felt like my family was extended to like 60 people.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so if I disappoint them, I'm also disappointing everyone else around us. So it's also damn, it's not just a small humiliation, it's a whole,
like, the news is spreaded.
Yes. So that's kind of what holds me back as well, because I know the aunties and uncles and stuff, you know. I don't want to be known as a rebellious girl, but it's fine, it's getting better, you know. You live, you move on.
I think a lot of people could relate to that with, like, big families. The factor of it being able to spread to everyone.
Yeah.
And it sucks knowing that you disappointed people, but also life is for learning. So
yes, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you feel like it's going into shit, at least you know it could only go up from there.
Right.
It can't get worse.
For real.
So
Yeah, I think I love the phrase "it is what it is" now.
it is
Because
what
it really is.
It is what it is.
Because it is what it is. Yeah.
For real.
But live for yourself. Whatever. Fuck it. You'll be a disappointment, but we move on. Yeah.
But whatever.
It's really whatever.
Yeah.
Anyways, enough about that. We're gonna move on to the fact that we become socially drained after a while.
Socially drained.
It's a big thing
Yeah.
in our lives.
I think especially because your family is always around people. Like, you can't
Yeah.
even catch a break sometimes.
I really can't. Yeah.
Yeah. I guess that ties into really valuing that alone time. Because that recharging is so necessary and helpful
Right.
more than anything.
Yeah, I think it's just so draining to always be out and caring about what people are thinking.
Yeah.
You know? And also because, like, if you're really hypersensitive to what, like, reading people like, subconsciously, it gets really tiring.
Oh, yeah.
Like, to make sure.
Mentally, physically, everything. All of the above.
You're just not living. It just feels like you're just in a simulation.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just tiring. I'm just talking really tiring right now because thinking about it is so tiring.
Yeah. So I remember in one of our friends, Tiffany, she was in our second episode. We have like such a strong bond where there'll be times, you know, one or the other, we're not feeling our best. So we just decide, you know, to meet another time when we are feeling our best, so we could really enjoy each other's company.
I love that. Yeah.
And I think that's such good communication and prioritizing, like, not only your own feelings but the other person's feelings. Because to be honest, I would rather the other person want to hang out than just going for the sake that we already made plans.
Yeah.
Like, I'd rather them genuinely like enjoy it, and
True.
we can reschedule if they're not feeling it. Like, no hard feelings at all.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's always, whenever you hang out and everyone's just tired, it's not really a vibe.
Yeah, like, it's might as well just, you know, put yourself first at that point.
Yeah.
And save it for another time.
Yeah, I think that would help you being socially drained.
Less socially drained, for sure.
Yeah, did I say that wrong?
It will help you socially drained.
Less socially drained?
You want to say it again?
No, it's fine. But yeah, I don't really know what else to say to that, but just put yourself first, you know? We're gonna cut that.
Don't force yourself to go out if you don't want to go out.
Yeah, don't force yourself.
Because if they're real friends, they're not gonna be offended about you choosing mental health and your own mental state over this one hangout. Because if they're real friends, they wouldn't mind rescheduling. I would rather you be okay than not.
If anything, you don't have to care about rescheduling. Just put yourself first, you know?
Yeah, like,
forget about the FOMO.
For real?
Yeah, you can go out again, make plans again.
Again, we know it's hard to do these things, but when it happens, it's gonna feel so good. It's gonna feel amazing.
Put yourself first. Yeah. And now it's also tying into listening to your own opinions and not listening to your own opinions, you know? In general, you just have to follow what you feel instead of following what you think other people are okay with.
Yeah. Do you have a situation where you feel as if you put your own opinions aside and then prioritize someone else's and you regret it?
I do that a lot because I'm also a people pleaser. Not because I want to, but sometimes I would neglect what I truly feel just to make sure the other person is okay. Which is okay at certain points, but if you let it slide too much, like if I've been humiliated or ignored so many times before and I let it slide because I feel like that's what they feel okay with, and then it just leads to me being more socially drained as well, and then I'm not living for myself at the end of the day.
Because if you feel like if you did something, it'll cause drama or like
yeah I'm an avoider too. Like I avoid drama at all costs.
Yeah,
so I do,
which is good, but
but to a certain point it's just I should just communicate it. I should just listen to myself and speak up for myself, my opinions.
Going into that, self-awareness is so key in any situation. Is what I learned, a hard lesson that I learned.
Really? You want to talk about it?
Not pertaining like one specific situation, but just
damn.
Fuck. Well, like being self-aware, like sometimes I don't know if some things I say are hurting someone else.
Oh,
or
that's
like
a big thing.
When I do something, I don't have the intention of hurting someone, but kind of just being aware of what I say or what I do, and I'm more aware of it now.
Yeah, it does hold. I feel like it does hold us back from living for ourselves too, even though it's for the better. But I don't know, it's just the way that I grew up. Obviously, I want to make sure my friend is okay with what I'm saying, but it holds me back from what I really want to say. I think you have to find a balance on caring about what people think of what you say.
True.
Like you expressing what you want to say. I think you have to learn how to balance not offending people and not letting it hold you back too. Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
no, yeah, like I think if they're really your true friends, they shouldn't have taken it negatively to begin with. But moral of the story, communication is key. Being self-aware can just solve so many issues.
Yes.
To be honest,
it can help you it could liberate you too. Like the communication, like you could feel more of yourself if you could just communicate to them like, oh, I don't mean it. And then you can just speak your mind and they'll never really, I mean, if you do offend them, communication again.
Right. And also, it's good to see the good in yourself, obviously, but also the bad. Like,
yes,
that awareness of knowing your own bad traits and just acknowledging it and accepting it, but also pushing towards working on it. So effective in life.
So effective. Just overall self-improvement.
It helps you, helps the people around you.
Yes.
Everyone.
It helps everyone live for themselves.
Right.
Just working on yourself.
Because I remember I used to not take criticism well at all.
Really?
Yeah, like,
oh, same. Yeah,
I would take it so to heart and be like, oh my god, I can't believe someone would say that.
Why would you say that?
Exactly.
Yes. By the way, we have an inside joke about that. That's why we're like,
we just make fun of people that are sensitive.
Well,
no,
like
no,
super sensitive. No,
cut,
like
cut. Oh yeah, so like, I mean, growing up I did art like drawing art, and I also did dancing, and every time I got criticism I would take it so to heart and feel like it's personal. But really sometimes criticism is just not personal, it's just constructive.
I mean, it's the way that you take it. Like, they could say the criticism really harshly, but it's like how you view it, how you take it.
How you take it. So yeah, I think once I changed that mindset too, like how I take criticism, and just really was like think about it, like, okay, there's a reason why they're saying this, and if it's someone I really care about and someone that does care for me, I shouldn't take it personally and just use what they say and work on myself.
Yes.
If I do see that within me.
Yeah, I think it's great. Like, you don't have to be so offended, because overall it just helps you become a better person.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to take every single criticism. It's up to you, you know. But I think overall, just considering what people are saying, you know, even me doing social media and stuff, I am afraid of judgment. And that's holding me back from really being me before. But then now, because I heard of great advices where you just have to decipher which one is important to you, like which criticism. And then you can grow from those that you want to take. Like, if someone says I have a big nose, like, fuck that, whatever. Like,
I will punch them in the face for you.
No.
If they ever said that.
Yeah, but I'm not going to take it seriously, because it's not a big deal to me, you know.
I feel like for someone to say that, just have ill intent too, and that's fucking hate. That's not even hate. Criticism.
Yeah.
Like,
but just live for yourself. Just improve. Not just improve. Like, it's hard, but try to self-improve. You know, always. Yeah.
We're still learning.
We are.
It's a battle every day.
It is a battle.
I'm fighting for my life.
Literally.
Yeah.
I'm fighting for my life. I used to be super sensitive too.
Like, no, me as well. I took everything to heart. I felt like the world was against me, but this world I'm like a speck in this world, so it doesn't even
matter. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, just
I hope you guys didn't just hear my stomach growl. Anyways.
But yeah, put yourself first. Overall, I think it's just great lessons to learn if you want to live for yourself.
Life is yours, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Anyways, next topic.
So, anyway, are you a people pleaser?
What do you mean by people pleaser though? Like, your definition of it? Because to be honest, I never really used that phrase.
Really?
Yeah.
So to me, it just means like you put other people's opinion over yours. You don't really have a say for yourself. You do have a say, but you choose to listen to what satisfy other people. Like, if I want to go eat ice cream, but everyone wants to go eat burgers or whatever, I would just ignore that I want to eat ice cream and just go get the burger, because I want to make sure they're happy. But at the same time, it's not like valuing myself. So that's, to me, is what a people pleaser is.
I see.
Yeah.
Maybe when I was younger, I would be a follower rather than a leader. I think now, though, I obviously, like, if it's my vote against like 5 people, I'll just go for what they want. But I do value my opinion and my thoughts too. So I think not so much now. Thankfully. So,
yeah, not so much now.
Because I think people can see me as selfish in that sense, where I do put my own thoughts and self first sometimes. But I think finding a good balance between those is really the sweet spot.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I think you're pretty good at that. I'm still working on it.
Okay, well, one of my best friends, what do you see my mindset as?
I feel like you radiate confidence, which is
Oh, really?
yeah, you do. And like I feel like reconnecting with you is teaching me a lot.
Oh,
Yeah, I think you've been teaching me a lot to just value what I want, speak up for myself, because you're kind of like you don't really deal with bullshit type of girl.
no.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't necessarily, sometimes I run from bullshit, but sometimes I'm just not gonna deal with it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but from someone that just always deal with it, I think it's a great balance to learn from you. But you're just really good at just fuck, I lost my train of thought.
Not dealing with bullshit.
Yeah, I think you just know. I think you know when to say no. You know when to prioritize you time, which I love that, because I don't know, it just shows that you're confident in what you want. Like you're living for yourself.
Thanks.
That's what it radiates. Yeah.
Thank you.
And I think it's teaching me that a lot.
I think you're helping me with thinking more about other people.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
Like being more caring, because I feel like you're really caring and sweet of a person.
Stop.
And I need that, because I think my taking no one's bullshit is going a little too much over. Where like I'm literally taking no shit. And sometimes I do need to see the other perspective, and I feel like you're forgiving to an extent. Like you obviously aren't over forgiving, but I think that's good to have like see someone for beyond what's being misunderstood of them.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, and I'm surprised you feel that, because I hate prejudice. I hate like when people judge out of nowhere, because you never know. And I grew up with being judged from being a minority, so I'm surprised you could pick that up.
I think that experience, I guess, does play into like your mindset.
It really affects my mindset, you know.
But besides that, also from what you tell me too, you have given people second chances, like in situations that I would never give second chances
really?
to.
Like what?
Friendships, relationships, yeah.
Okay. That's,
You don't.
I mean, I do, because I didn't know people could see it, because I feel like I forgive too much sometimes. I've definitely been better now, but in the beginning in the beginning of my life
We were zero.
yeah, I feel like I was too over forgiving at one point, where I wasn't like, I think I needed to not be that friendly.
So yeah, we're just learning from each other.
Yeah, we literally are. We're like opposites that are learning from each other.
Right.
But I feel like you're not too not give a shit type of person either. Like I feel like you could read social cues too.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully I can.
Yeah.
Life is just about learning, but I'm glad that, you know, we're both striving to be better versions of ourselves.
Yes, I love that about us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, girls.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
girls.
girls.
I actually never talked about it, but I feel like these days I've been really realizing how positively you've been impacting me.
Like, stop.
But for real though, because I've always struggled not be a people pleaser, and like seeing you not giving a fuck, I'm like, me too. Me too. I don't give a fuck.
But I never thought you were a people pleaser to the extent
Really?
you're thinking of, nor did I have that word in mind.
Oh,
Yeah,
I think maybe it's just like a very internal battle to not be that soft.
because I think many people can relate to seeing the worst in themselves rather than the good parts of them.
Right. So let's compliment each. Well, we already did.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're done.
We're never this nice to each other.
Yeah, we're never. I fucking hate her.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, fuck you.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So should we wrap it up?
You wanna add any last words?
Yeah, let's give a little closing of what we discussed today. Living for yourself, babes.
Yeah, live for yourself. Fuck other people.
Right. Just think, are you really living this life for you? Because this life is yours.
Yes.
Shorty.
This is... I was like, shorty. I'm like, what is
Shorty.
that? But I think it's important to remember to stay true to yourself. YOLO.
Your 7th time saying.
That's not what I wanted to say. I think I wanted to say, like, as a reminder, this is also a reminder to me. I don't know about you. Like, every lesson that we're going to point out in the next few minutes is also for us.
Yes. Yeah, for sure.
Because we're not pro, okay?
No, yeah, we're
learning. We're learning.
We're learning
well.
too. Yeah.
But, you know, just don't be a softie. Don't be too hardy. Yeah. Yeah, just... What else? Oh, yeah. And also, don't fear to be yourself, you know? If other people have a problem with you being yourself, okay, maybe think about how to self-improve. Like, are you the problem or others? And if it's other people that's the problem, you know, you need to go away from that and learn to be alone and to live, you know.
Live a little.
Live a little.
I want that tattooed on me, to live a little.
Live a
Actually,
little.
I got that line from Yusin.
Really?
Yeah, to live a little.
Yeah, I think that's a great tattoo.
I'm gonna get a fucking tramp stamp that says live a little.
Red flag. Just kidding. But yeah, I think that's the moral of this whole story.
Yeah. I hope you guys. Let's wrap it up.
Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a great talk. I hope you guys can take something from this episode, you know.
Yeah. It's been a while since we had a Just Us episode, so felt really nice to just go a little deeper than we usually do and not talk about dicks and chicks and pussies.
Right.
Yeah, let us know if you have any ideas or topics you guys want us to talk about. We're very open for anything.
Yes, let us know.
Yeah, so stay tuned for more, and thank you for watching.
Thank you. We love you.
Love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Wee.